So what should you do if you're brand new to the piano? It's your very first day and you have no idea what your first step should look like. And I came to the idea for this video topic because I was asked by a member of our Discord community, Max, hey Ollie, what other external books or apps do you use to help you on your journey? Could you do a video on what your daily practice routine is so we can get a better idea for ourselves? I'm brand new to the piano and just after some advice. Thanks, mate. So, in my opinion, when you are brand new to the piano, you basically got 4 options. So, first option is something I would not recommend, but it's how I started, and that's why I want to share it with you. So when I started, I just wanted to learn my favorite piano piece as fast as possible. And that was the theme song of the Nintendo 64 classic Zelda Ocarina of Time. But I didn't want to learn any sheet music. So I just went to YouTube and I typed in Zelda Ocarina of Time piano tutorial. And when you're typing in piano tutorial on YouTube, you're getting those visualizers. Which basically show you which key you have to press at what time. So you have these falling bars from the top, and at the bottom you've got a keyboard, and every time one of these bars fall on the keyboard, it highlights the key which you have to press. So you can basically learn a song without reading sheet music. And the cool thing is I was able to learn a pretty advanced piece as a total beginner. And I was actually pretty proud of myself because, that was my whole motivation to actually start to learn the piano. But the frustration came when I wanted to learn a new piece. So when I wanted to learn a second Zelda song. Because I basically, like every time I wanted to start a new song, I basically started from zero again. Because I didn't develop any musical or note reading skills. The only thing you practice when you're learning with these tutorials is, you are getting a bit more flexible in your hands and you learn to control your fingers independently. So that's cool. But you don't recognize any patterns in the music, which you would do with sheet music. And that's why, and what I learned with the piano, like a lot of piano learning is about pattern recognition, like recognizing chords, for example, recognizing those ladders up and down and things like that. And you don't have this with these visualizers. And so I wouldn't recommend those visualizers as a total beginner. I would actually recommend to start to learn how to read sheet music. I still use these tutorials from time to time when I just want to learn a quick melody from, like a cool show on Amazon Prime Video or Netflix or something, or like a cool, some cool film music, which I can then play on my super cool cat piano. But I wouldn't recommend those tutorials as a total beginner. It also can be super frustrating when you are starting with these tutorials first and you are able to play, quite advanced music, and then you start to learn how to read sheet music because, when you're starting to learn sheet music, you're starting with these very, very basic pieces. And, then at least for me, my ego came into the way, and it was like, oh, you were able to play those pretty advanced pieces with the visualizers, and now you are starting to play these super basic pieces with the sheet music. That's not fun. Just go back to the visualizers. So that's another reason why I don't recommend those visualizers as a beginner. Just start to learn how to read sheet music. So you decided that you want to learn how to read sheet music because actually the smart way to approach to learn how to play the piano. And for that, you've got some more options. So an option which I get recommended a lot in my YouTube comments is, just get a piano teacher. But what, in my opinion, many people oversee is, first of all, not everyone wants to learn with a piano teacher because, there are some financial commitments and not everyone can afford to make these commitments. But some people just also want to learn by themselves. They are surrounded by people all the time in their jobs, for example, and the piano is just a hobby they just want to do for themselves, and they don't want to interact with another human being. And also, piano teacher doesn't mean good piano teacher. Just remember how it was back in school for you. There were good school teachers and bad school teachers. And that's the same way with piano teachers. So it might take some time and several tries to get actually a good piano teacher for a price you can afford. And then maybe you are living like myself, you are living in a small town and there's not a lot of choice. Maybe there's not even like one piano teacher, so you can only take online classes. And it's not that easy to get a good piano teacher for many people. And honestly, in my opinion, when you are a total beginner, it's more a nice to have than a must have. Because the learning curve in the beginning is just not very steep. You can, you learn where middle C is. So basically, the standard key on the piano where you have your right thumb, and then you learn your first 5 notes. C, D, E, F, G. And that's something you can just learn by yourself. You don't need a piano teacher for that, in my opinion. If you like to learn with a piano teacher and if you can afford it, if you got the financial means, then go for it. I think it's a great way to learn the piano. And then there is option number 3, and that are those piano learning apps, like for example Flowkey and Simply Piano. So I personally started with a Flowkey, which is by the way a great app. It's very, very polished, very high quality. The arrangements are played by a real pianists in real time. So you can actually see their movements and how they flow over the keys, which was super, super helpful in the beginning. The thing is, I switched to Simply Piano because I think Simply Piano has a better course structure. It actually teaches you step by step how to read sheet music. So I think Simply Piano is a better choice for total beginners. And I still use Simply Piano to this day. So even like 170 something days into my piano journey, I still use Simply Piano myself. I paid for Simply Piano myself when I started out for a full year. So I had this, commitment to actually use the app. And, at some point, because I like the app so much myself, I joined the affiliate program. So, I can make a bit of money with this YouTube channel. And, nowadays I'm actually, I can use the app for free because I'm basically, promoting their app. So that's something you could do. You can use Simply Piano. That's the app I would recommend as a total beginner. And some people like myself use it for a very long time. Some people use it for like only 12 weeks and then switch to something differently. It all depends what you want to do. But as a total beginner to learn the basics, it's a great start. Even the free trial, it's a good, first few days of learning the piano. So, just try it out. You can just use the affiliate link in the description if you want to support me on this channel. And then you also got these piano theory booklets. So that's option number 4. And, it's basically a course structure, but in a book. And they also teach you how to read sheet music and how to play the piano step by step. And like very, very well-knowns, which are also used by piano teachers, are the Faber booklets. I tried the Faber booklets. It's a great way to learn the piano. I personally find the more interactive approach with an app more fun for me, but different solutions for different people. And then there's also the Alfred booklets. For example, the all-in-one piano course. And I think the difference between those two are that the Alfred one focus more on chords. So chords are, when you press multiple keys at once to create these rich sounds. Basically, that's how I would explain chords. And like each booklet has its different approach to teaching you the piano. So I would only pick one. So now you've got all these options to learn the piano. So you can take lessons with a piano teacher. You can pick one of the apps or one of the booklets. But once you decided on one learning method, just stick to it for some time, especially in the beginning. Because when you are, learning with an app and also with a booklet in the beginning, you are just getting confused because there are, different approaches to teaching people the piano. So just stick with one option for a time, and after some time you will just get a feeling or where you are and where you want to be, and then you can also, implement some other stuff into your piano learnings. For example, I rely on Simply Piano. I like to use the app, but after some time, I noticed that I lack a bit in the musical foundations, and that's why I implemented my learnings with the Alfred all-in-one piano booklet. And also, sometimes I don't want to learn anything about a theory. I would just want to have fun with the piano. I just want to learn a quick melody, and then I, for my cool cat piano, by the way, and then I just, learn a quick tutorial on YouTube. So another super important thing I want to talk about is to manage your expectations. You don't want to make the same mistake like I did in the beginning, and say to yourself, oh, you're just gonna be a great piano player in just a few weeks, because in the beginning you are making progress super fast, and that's cool. But overall, the piano learning journey is very long, and the learning curve also gets steeper later on. So just go in there and with the mindset, that you basically want to play and learn the piano for your whole life, even if it sounds a bit crazy and overwhelming. But I think it's a healthier mindset than, just saying to yourself, oh, I'm gonna be like a great piano player in just a few weeks. Because you're setting yourself up for frustration. And, some people can handle it. But for myself, I started to learn the piano. I made some super fast progress with my super cool Zelda pieces. And then, I lost interest in the piano because I got frustrated because I didn't learn the basics in the beginning of, how to read sheet music. And that's when I think I stopped playing for over half a year, like quite some time. So I don't want you to do the same mistake like I did. So, manage your expectations. And one very last thing that made me stick to learning the piano, or which also made it more fun, is I created at some point my Discord server, and it developed into a pretty cool piano community with right now I think 50 plus people, and some are also super active, and it just made me stick to learning the piano because I just find it interesting how other people are in their own piano journey and what other people think. And we just share opinions and videos and our progress. And it's just more fun, like, making friends along your piano journey. It's just more fun than just doing it all by yourself. So, if you see this, and you kind of like the idea of a community, excuse me, my voice, then, I invite you to join our community. I'm going to put the link in the description for this video. So, I hope this video was helpful, and I'd like to hear your opinion in the comment section. Maybe you've got some more tips and ideas for total beginners. Maybe you are even a piano teacher, so feel free to express yourself. See you in the next video.